Well, it's been a while, but I decided that I should probably hop on back here and make some more food. Today, I think we're gonna do some apple fritters. They're pretty good. They use JFJ snake oil. If you don't have it, you don't have to use it. You could also use sour apple. It won't be as good, but this I find works the best. First, what you're gonna want to do is put 1.5 cups of flour into a bowl, followed by 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and combine all of those in the bowl and whisk thoroughly. And there's our sugar. Our baking powder is in. There goes our cinnamon. And you're also going to want 1 teaspoon, of salt into the bowl. Now, you can use a whisk to whisk it all together, but I find that the Ligma fork actually works a lot better. If you know, you know. So just whisk that all up until fully combined. Next, you want to grab 3 apples of your choice. I'm using 2 Honeycrisp and 1 Granny Smith just for some variety, I suppose. And you're going to want to peel them. Once they're peeled, we're going to chop them up into cubes. There we go. I've diced up the apples. They don't have to be perfect. You kind of want more chunkier pieces just because you want more volume in your fritters themselves. So once you do this, you can set it aside, put it in the fridge. Next you're going to want to do is take your wet ingredients and add them to your dry. So 3/4 cup of milk in. Next, 2 eggs. Straight into there. There we go. And now, so we can use vanilla, but I'm not going to use vanilla. For this one, I'm actually going to use our Gamersupps, 2 scoops in about a teaspoon of water. Now you can add that into the bowl. Perfect. And this you're going to want to whisk all together. But don't fully whisk it. I'll show you. You're going to want to kind of mix it, combine it. But when you got about that, you're going to want to add your apples. So there we go. You add your apples, and now you finish mixing this together until it's fully incorporated. You should end up with something that looks like that. Then you're going to want to find a pan, a deepish pan, and put about 1 inch of oil on it and put it to approximately medium heat. While that's heating up, you can grab a shaker cup, you can grab an 8-ounce cup, whatever you need to do. Put 2 scoops in there of whatever you're using and add 8 ounces of water to that. We are going to make our glaze out of Gamersupps and icing sugar. So now in a bowl, we'll take just a small guy, doesn't have to be huge. We'll take a nice healthy scoop of icing sugar and we'll throw it in there, maybe 2. Doesn't matter, make as much glaze as you want. And now we're going to slowly add our Gamersupps into there. Just a little bit at a time. Take a fork and just kind of stir this around until it fully combines. You don't want it too thin, but if it's too thin, you can always just add more icing sugar. And that's sort of the texture you're looking for. You can keep whisking until all the lumps are out. It really doesn't matter too much. I'm going to because I like it to be nice and consistent. But yeah, we're looking for that kind of consistency. We don't want it too thick because then it'll lump up on your donuts and it won't be great. Now for our oil, we're looking for about 320-ish degrees. So once you hit that, you'll know you're ready. If you don't have a thermometer, you can just test it with your batter. If it doesn't burn right away, you should be okay. As long as it's decent fry temperature, it'll be a slower fry. You don't want your stuff to just burn immediately, so just keep an eye on it. My oil has hit 300 degrees, so now I'm going to go ahead and take a spoon. Take a nice serving of that. You're going to want to kind of place it in there and kind of pat it down a little bit, just to flatten it a little bit. Continue doing that until your pan is full or you've used all your dough. And you'll know when they're ready when the bottom turns dark brown, and I'll show you what that looks like. You're looking for that kind of color. Once they all do that, then you can flip them. Just be careful so you don't splash yourself. Obviously, you don't want to get hurt. Do that for all of them. And you're going to want that same color on the other side. And when they are done, transfer them to a plate with some paper towel on it to let them dry. And just repeat this until you have nothing left in your bowl. And there we go. Our plate of fritters is now done. So now, you'll grab your icing, frosting, whatever you want to call it. And kind of pick out the ones that, well, it doesn't matter. You're going to eat all of them anyway. But you're going to want to kind of dip them in and kind of glaze the whole thing. So take your fork. Ideally, you would have done this in a bigger bowl. I just wasn't thinking very ahead. So I will do this slowly in my tiny bowl. And I will come back when I'm done. And there you go. You got some pretty nice crunchy apple fritters here. I guess I'll do a taste test now. All right. I like the looks of this corner right here. All right. The outside's very crispy, which I like. The apple's tender, but not like gross soft. You can taste, like really taste the cinnamon from the Gamersupps. It's very good. I think you guys will enjoy this if you try it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Next, I'll be making some lemon squares out of lemonade Gamersupps. So stay tuned for that.